One time he locked me in containers with his shipment of kids. There were kids in there that didn't speak English. There were kids that were sick and that were already dying. There were babies. There were babies that were 6 years old, and I'll never forget them just crying, and everybody was just staring at them. Everybody was just staring at each other. Nobody knew whether or not to move. I was freaked out.
This most dangerous game, as they referred to it, was a matter of human hunting. And when a mind-control slave such as myself was stripped of clothes and turned loose in the woods, I was then hunted by George Bush, Dick Cheney, and Bill Clinton, among others. But they were the main ones. I do not believe that it was necessary for them to have subjected me to this form of trauma. There were so many other traumas going on at the time. My mind was already prime conditioned for mind control program. So I really don't understand it, except for the fact that they found great pleasure in this form of human hunting. And they took it from particular military maneuvers. And
which base we're talking about when you was recalling the situation when Clinton was present and Mr. Bush? Which airspace?
There's a little place called Lampe, Missouri, that's just across the Arkansas line. Bill Clinton was governor of Arkansas at that time, and his whole operation that was Mena, Arkansas was the main hub for, was bringing coke into this CIA compound. And this particular Swiss villa, as they called it, amphitheater, in Lampe, Missouri, was actually a CIA compound out in the woods, military fencing all around it, and mind control training center where there was high-tech equipment was in one building. There were offices in another. There were little Swiss-style villas or cabins where different officials in either the military, CIA, or politics would stay, and it would house them while they were there for either the activities, for the paramilitary operations that were going on. There were black helicopters everywhere, total robotic guys that were being used in special forces.
Which special force are you referring to? There was also another program, Mind Control, like Delta Force,
yes.
Right? Can you describe, what is your knowledge? Do you have any knowledge of that, or you met these people, and can you describe me some more of this?
The Delta Force and the Navy SEALs are an elite part of the military that is mind controlled, like the mercenaries. I'm more familiar with the mercenaries that were being trained to carry out international operations that weren't necessarily sanctioned by Congress, and they were brought into other countries, such as South America, and to carry out their orders. When in a country like that, the airplanes would then come back with the drugs, and it was then sold on the streets here in America and really worldwide. The CIA's so-called war on drugs was nothing more than the CIA eliminating their competition and taking over the drug industry. So it was all attached. It all interworked. At this particular compound in Lampe, Missouri, the paramilitary operations there were for more of the UN aspect. They didn't wear UN uniforms. They wore black uniforms, had black helicopters, and this was for implementing the New World Order and didn't really have anything to do with our actual military defense.
And I allowed them to believe I was in touch with Allie Carter, that she said she was in trouble and she needed my help. And the second that I did that, 8 different content creators instantly went to work, tearing Allie Carter apart.
Yes, there were shrines used for rituals. There's bloody places. There's parts where there's limbs. People cut off limbs and want you to have sex. There's blood. There's blood that I don't even know who it belongs to. There's a lot.
Allie Carter recently made new claims about what she says she witnessed involving Clive Davis after she was allegedly taken to Jeffrey Epstein's mansion. She said that when she first began sharing her story about being taken at age 15, she mostly spoke about Diddy and did not mention Clive Davis. According to Allie, she is now ready to speak about him as well. In the past, many people dismissed her claims, but after the release of Epstein-related documents, some people began comparing her statements with other public allegations. The documents included accounts from alleged victims, including diary entries describing emotional pain and the loss of a baby, though many details remain unverified. Another lawsuit alleged that a 16-year-old girl with mosaic Down syndrome was exploited after being taken to Epstein's Manhattan home through Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell. Leon Black has denied those allegations. The discussion also mentions online rumors involving Bill Gates, but these claims have never been proven. The paragraph ends by referring to Virginia Giuffre, who publicly said she was recruited by Ghislaine Maxwell at age 15 and later accused Prince Andrew of sexual abuse. Prince Andrew denied the allegations, and the civil lawsuit was later settled without an admission of liability.
He asked me to dance. He is the most hideous dancer I've ever seen in my life. I mean, it was horrible, and this guy was sweating all over me. Like, his sweat was like, it was raining basically everywhere, and I was just like, whoa, grossed out from it. But I knew I had to keep him happy because that's what Jeffrey and Ghislaine would expect from me. People on the inside are going to keep coming up with these ridiculous excuses, like his arm was elongated, or the photo was doctored, or he came to New York to break up with Jeffrey Epstein. I mean, come on. I'm calling BS on this because that's what it is. He knows what happened. I know what happened. And there's only one of us telling the truth, and I know that's me. I implore the people in the UK to stand up beside me, to help me fight this fight, to not accept this as being okay. This is not some sordid sex story. This is a story of being trafficked.
As the Epstein files have received more attention, more people have been talking about Ally Carter. According to Ally, she was kidnapped as a teenager and taken into Jeffrey Epstein's world. She claims she was sent to his island and kept in underground tunnels. These are her personal allegations and have not been proven in court.
Graphic. But right now, I think a lot of people are not ready for someone to tell you that there are 3, 4-year-olds that people take pride in sticking bars of children. I don't think people are going to be able to stomach the fact that people tie 2, 3, 4, 5-year-old children to horse stables and have horses and dogs rape them, and then they get off on that. I don't think people are going to be able to stomach the fact that people hang children upside down in satanic ritual abuse meetings, and they literally hang them. Literally, by metal prongs, they hang them to get blood dripping out of them, and people go up under and like you're under a rainfall to take their blood. There are situations that I don't think people are ready for. We're not touching the seriousness of trafficking yet, guys. Like, the videos that I've made, the videos that I've started to make, this is not even touching trafficking. This is the gist of it, and I think so many people are quick to raise a sign and say adrenochrome, but you don't know what it means, and you don't know why it's such a thing, why it's such a strong thing in trafficking, and what makes it so strong. What, you know that they're drinking children's blood, but you don't know what they're doing to those children to make their blood strong enough to cause something to flip your system in order to keep you in the fountain of youth. No one believes that because it sounds like an unreal horror Disney movie that someone wrote. You know what I'm saying?
It kind of is. A lot of...
The speaker claims that Clive Davis was mentioned in Epstein-related documents as someone connected to Jeffrey Epstein. They also claim Epstein donated more than $50,000 to the Hasty Pudding Institute of 1770 before its 2015 gala honoring Clive Davis, and cite emails showing Epstein invited several women to attend the event in his place. The speaker then suggests that Clive Davis and the event organizers knew where the women came from, but there is no public evidence proving that claim. The video also repeats unverified allegations about Clive Davis based on accusations made against other people connected to Epstein. It ends by sharing online opinions, praising ally Carter for speaking out, asking viewers what they think about her claims, and encouraging them to comment and watch another video.